Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Our next bhajan is Gopinath. The author is Bhakti Vinod Thakur and the language is Bengali. Gopinath, 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 Gopinath. Mama nivedana suno, विषय दुजाना सदा काम रहता किछु नहीं मोर भूला गोपीनाथ 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 আমার ভরসা তুমি তোমার চরণে রইল শরণা তোমার উপরে আমি গোপীনাথ सकल तुम्हारी माया काया ज्ञान सुनिर्मला स्वाधीन नहीं किया गोपीनाथ 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 सकली पारो दुर्जन तारीते तुम्हारो सकती याची पतिरारो गोपिया दोषी दोषी असुर सकला काईलो चुराना विनोद ठाकुर गोपीनाथ 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So our next performance will be Jai Jai Jagannath, written by Vasudeva Gosha. Jai Jai Jagannath, Satchidananda, Jai Jai Jagannath, Satchidananda, Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Swami Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Swami Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Swami Jaya Jagannath. Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhava Tune, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhava Tune. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Swami Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jaya Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Hari Bol! Big thank you to Sally and her wonderful musicians. A big thank you to Sally and her team of wonderful musicians. Thank you, Sally. Beautiful bhajans in glorification of Lord Krishna and Lord Jagannath. Okay, you're very, very welcome. By the way, a big thank you to our previous kirtaneers, led by Sundar Nitai Prabhu, because I gave them a challenge. I said, you have 15 minutes, and it was raining, and by the time the 15 minutes of chanting is finished, the rain has to stop. Now, I want to know, has the rain stopped? So, wow, fantastic. So that means everybody can come out from under the trees and out from the tents and enjoy the festival. I'm just going to give a little intro to the festival. But before I do that, I just want to actually say some early thank yous. And the early thank yous are to our representative from the Indian Embassy, Mr. Kumar Haldar and his dear wife Rita, and also to the Lord Mayor of Dublin, Councillor Donna Clooney. They are now honouring Lord Jagannath Prasadam. You can't do that just yet. You have to wait a little bit. But they're doing that now because they have to leave. I also want to say a thank you, and I forgot to do it in Parnell Square, but a big thank you to Susan St. John. And Susan is the representative from Dublin City Council. She's in charge of the events department. And without the events department of Dublin City Council, we would not be able to put the event on, both the parade and the festival here in Merrion Square Park, because this is actually owned by Dublin City Council. So a big thank you to Susan. Thank you, Susan. I hope you're still here. I hope you can hear the applause. Okay, fantastic. So just a few words about the festival itself, because some people are not so familiar with it. Indeed, I was asked, just when we parked in Delir Street and we were parking the chariot, most of you had continued on for the Harinam, which was wonderful. And a couple approached me. They were from Liverpool in the UK. And they're around about my age. And they approached me and they wanted to know what the festival was about. And it is amazing when you see the Rath cart for the first time and you see the deities. If you don't know anything about this festival, it's, you know, you are truly kind of taken aback and you want to kind of know. So they came up to me and asked me, and that's essentially the introduction I will give to anybody else here today who's not familiar. So many eons ago, there was a king. His name was Indrajumna. And King Indrajumna, he was a great Vaishnav devotee of the Lord, him and his wife, the queen. And they wanted their own deities, their own home deities. How many people in the audience here have deities at home? Yeah, so many of you have deities at home. So it's a natural thing. You want to glorify, you want to worship Lord Krishna, Lord Jagannath at home. Again, just for the people who may not be so familiar, we use these terms Jagannath, Krishna, just to explain. Jagannath means the Lord of the universe. So not just the Lord of Dublin, or the Lord of Belfast, where we were yesterday, or Cork, where we were last week, or London, where we were 2 weeks ago. And not just the Lord of Europe, not the Lord of India, not the Lord of Asia, not the Lord of South America, not the Lord of planet Earth, but the Lord of the entire universe. So that's what the word Jagannath means. So he's everybody's Lord. And by the way, just a little story on that. When the British first went to India, how long ago was that? 400 years ago, was it? Anyway, for the historians out there, you can check. But whenever it was, a number of hundreds of years ago, when the British first went to India, they saw this festival. They saw it in Puri, in Jagannath Puri. Of course, there were 3 chariots. There's always 3 chariots in Puri, which, Jagannath on one chariot, Baladev on another chariot, and Lady Subhadra on the 3rd chariot. So they saw it, and there was something like 3 million people following these chariots. And they just couldn't believe it. They thought, wow, what the hell is this? This is extraordinary. So they went up to one of the locals and they asked them, what's this festival all about? And in their Aryan accent, they said, oh, this is Festival of Lord Jagannath. And that is where the British got the word Juggernaut from. And still to this very day, they talk about those long articulated lorries. They call them juggernauts. They are called juggernauts after Lord Jagannath, because Jagannath's chariots were so big and so glorious that the British were so impressed by them. So that's where anyway, the name Jagannath means Lord of the universe. Then when we use the name Krishna, Krishna simply means the most beautiful, all-attractive person. The most beautiful, all-attractive person. So whether you are a Hindu, whether you're a Jew, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Buddhist, or whether you're something else, if you are a theist and you accept the existence of the Supreme Personality, everybody can unite behind and agree to the name Krishna for their Lord, meaning the most beautiful, all-attractive person. So that's what those names mean. So, the king and the queen, they wanted their own deities. So they asked the architect, the carver of the demigods, they asked him to come. Vishvakarma was his name. They asked him to come and they said, will you carve these deities for us? And Vishvakarma said, yes, no problem. He said, I only have one condition. And his condition was that he would not be disturbed while he was carving the deities. And the reason he did not want to be disturbed was because he wanted his full meditation, his full focus, his full intent on carving these deities as purely as he possibly could. And of course, the king and the queen were great devotees too. They had that pure desire. But they also had an eagerness. They were so eager to see these deities. So what they did was, they waited and waited and waited and waited, but after about 3 weeks, they just could not wait any longer. And they went into the room. And as soon as they went into the room where the deities were being carved, true to his word, Vishvakarma stopped carving the deities. And that's why you can't see them so well there, because there's lots of people in front of the tent. But these deities, they look like they're unfinished. They kind of look like dolls. They don't have any arms. They don't have any legs. So the kind of question is, why are you worshipping these unfinished pieces? But the answer to that question is, because Vishwakarma's meditation was so pure, and because the king and queen's meditation was pure, that even though materially they're unfinished, the Supreme Personality of Godhead descended and entered into this deity form because of that purity. And actually that goes back to a story I will mention from the Bible, given we're in Dublin, which used to be a Christian city. Anyway, from a Christian tradition, you have in the Old Testament, you have Moses who saw the burning bush. And then the bush called him over. Can you imagine a burning bush calling you over? And the understanding, the Christian understanding is God was speaking through this burning bush. So the Supreme Person, we should not put limitations. We cannot put limitations, but we may try to put limitations on the Supreme, but actually it's futile. The Supreme Person can do anything they like. So they can appear in a burning bush, or they can appear in unfinished carved deities, or whatever the case may be. And ironically enough, for all the Indian people in the audience, or from an Indian tradition, or an Indian background, when Moses went to the burning bush, the first thing that the Supreme Person in the form of that burning bush said to him, he said, "Hey Moses," probably didn't say it quite like that, but he said, "Hey Moses, this is a sacred space. Please take off your shoes." So as you all know, whenever we go into a temple of the Lord, we will always remove our shoes first. For a very simple practical reason, shoes tend to be dirty underneath, and we don't want to bring the dirt inside into a sacred space. Okay, so the king and queen, they interrupted. But the Lord descended into these deities anyway, and here he is here today with us. And now, since in the Western world, those stories go back many thousands of years, but in the Western world, since 1967, you'll see a gentleman just to the right as you look of the three deities. You'll see a gentleman there in his Murti form. You'll see, and his name is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And he traveled from India in 1965 at the age of 70. At the age of 70, can you imagine it? You know, traveling, not on an airplane, not on, first class airplane or something like that. No, 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 no. On a boat. And not even a passenger boat. It was a cargo boat. And he got on a cargo boat for 6 weeks. He had 2 heart attacks on that boat on the way over from India to the West. But he was so determined to follow the instruction of his guru or his spiritual teacher, please bring this message of Krishna, please bring this message to the Western world. And that message, in a nutshell, if I can sort of put it down to 3 or 4 sentences, that message is, this world that we live in, the whole material universe, the whole cosmic manifestation, the material cosmic manifestation is temporary. Whether you live for one of these insects that lives less than 24 hours, or whether you are some divine demigod who lives for tens of thousands of years, or whether you're a human being like us who lives for, the Bible tells us 70, which means 70. But anyway, whatever age we live to, it is temporary. It comes to an end. It is, we are like, whenever you go to an airport and you're waiting for your airplane, you look on the screen. So some people's airplane is leaving in 5 minutes, some people's airplane is leaving in 30 minutes, some people's airplane is leaving in 2 hours, and if you're really an anxious traveler, maybe you're even at the airport 4 hours early and your plane won't be leaving for 4 hours. But all of those planes will be leaving, just like all of us will be leaving the world that we are living in right now. And the simple message of Krishna consciousness is that, therefore, this existence we have is temporary. But we, the real us, the living force, what you might refer to as the spirit or the soul or whatever you want to refer to, we are eternal. We never, ever, ever, ever die. We should celebrate. We will never, ever die. We are eternal like that. So we need to focus, or we should focus yes, we should focus on the eternal, not on the temporary. And one last little example I will give. It's like, how many of you have ever rented a bedsit or a small flat in your life? How many have ever done that? Yes, lots of hands going up. So when you rent your bedsit or you rent your flat, and then let's say you go and you win the lotto or the lottery. Not that I'm encouraging you to be buying lotto tickets, by the way, but let's just say you happen to win the lottery. And then you decide, I am going to put a new bedroom in my flat. rented flat. I'm going to put a new kitchen in my rented flat. I'm going to put new carpets in my rented flat. I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to put a new door on it, etc., etc., etc. Your parents will tell you, no, 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 don't do that. You're wasting your money. You don't own this. It's the landlord that owns this. Better wait until you buy your own house and then you make that investment. Then it's for your own benefit. It's exactly the same. The effort and resources and everything else that we put into this temporary material body, it is a fallible soldier. It will leave us. So don't waste your valuable resources in your temporary material existence. Rather, direct them all to your eternal existence, and that will be to your eternal benefit. So that's the essential message of the Jagannath Ratha Yatra festival. So, without more ado, I should just mention, if you're struggling to stay awake, as I noticed that Moksha was yawning away while I was speaking. So if you're struggling, there is some lovely hot tea that you can get in our the orange tent there at the on my left, on your right. And then next we have, what do we have next? We got the blue tent, be one of 150. I don't even know what that tent is about, but I'll have a look about it later. And then you can go around and see all the different tents. There's one demonstrating our temple up in Northern Ireland in Ishrath, and there's a book table where you can look and read more philosophy, etc. Anyway, you can wander around and look at all the tents, and of course, we have our premier tent here in white, which is dedicated to Srila Prabhupada and Jagannath Baladev and Subhadra. Okay, next we have, coming on the stage, for your pleasure and in glorification of Lord Jagannath, we have Sonali. And Sonali is going to do a Kathak dance glorifying Krishna, and it's called Kripa Sarovara. So if we could have a lovely, warm Dublin 2024 Ratha Yatra welcome to Sonali. Thank you so much, Sonali. Okay, moving on quickly. What am I to announce now? Well, I was just told to announce something and I've forgotten already. Okay. Prasadam is going to be served now, and we suggest that children and those of a more mature age go first. Now, what that mature age is, I don't know, but definitely you see these four ladies in the front row. They will be able to confirm with you what a mature age is. Okay, so yeah, but prasadam is now being served, and the idea is let the elderly and the young go first. And also in this tent, this orange tent, they are serving something that I just taken myself. It's called Tanka Torani, and they say that if you have a glass or a cup of Tanka Torani, then you will be able to digest 100 plates of prasadam. So if you're planning on eating a lot this afternoon, I would suggest you go to the orange tent and get some Tanka Torani first. The other thing I just want to mention is, again, going back to the white tent where our beautiful Lord Jagannath is, that you can offer a ghee lamp. And I am told that if you offer a ghee lamp to Lord Jagannath, you will evoke more auspiciousness in one moment, the moment of offering that lamp, than the auspiciousness that you could evoke doing anything else in a million lifetimes. Can you imagine? You just have to offer one lamp today to Lord Jagannath. So please, the ghee lamps are up there. There's a little bit of a queue, but it's not too long at the moment. You're most welcome to do that. But next, we want to invite onto stage some of our younger generation. I am looking at them now, and they are eager and excited to come on stage. And I saw them in Cork last week, and they were absolutely fantastic. So I want you to give a big warm Dublin Ratha welcome for a drama by Satyabhama and Krishna Leela K.
Draupadi Vastraharan from Mahabharata. The feud between Pandavas and Kauravas led to a devious dice game. Yudhishthira was addicted to gambling, and Duryodhana took advantage of his weakness by inviting him and his brothers for a game of dice. Duryodhana's uncle, Shakuni, was playing for him. He was known to be an uncanny dicer. Yudhishthira, on the other hand, was inexperienced at it. Kauravas were known for their deceitful nature. Their game was rigged from the beginning. It resulted in Yudhishthira losing his kingdom, wealth, his brothers, their dignity and status. He was offered to wager his wife at last and get everything back in case he won. Yudhishthira lost once again. Duryodhana was rejoicing. Draupadi is now our slave. Go and bring her. As Draupadi refused to come, the cruel Dushasana was sent to bring her to the court. He broke open the doors, took her by the hair and dragged her through the corridors of the palace to the court. Draupadi, covered in bloodstains, was humiliated in front of everyone at court. Elders, sages, great Acharyas, and warriors were present there. Her 5 husbands couldn't help her. They were ashamed to even look at her. No one could change what was happening. Duryodhana offensively asked her to sit on his lap. Then he commanded Dushasana, "Disrobe the woman, even her clothes belongs to us now." Dushasana was untying her sari. Draupadi couldn't hold it anymore, and she surrendered herself to Govinda. Suddenly, her sari became endless. Dushasana gave up on undoing it. Everyone was witnessing a miracle. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda couldn't leave his devotee in a plight. He was one prayer away, waiting for Draupadi to stop counting on herself and completely surrender to him. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayashyami ma shucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear.
A big thank you to our two brave little girls, Satyabhama and Krishna Leela, depicting one of Krishna's Leelas, one of Krishna's pastimes, the derobing of Draupadi. Now we have a very special guest to introduce you to. Our very special guest has travelled all the way from a place called Vrindavan. Vrindavan in Uttar Pradesh in India. But more importantly, Vrindavan is known as the land of Krishna, where Krishna came 5,000 years ago, descended to planet Earth and manifested all these glorious pastimes. So please, this is such a special occasion for us to be able to welcome to the stage a wonderful, wonderful devotee in the Hare Krishna movement. Let's give a big warm Ratha Yatra welcome for His Holiness Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan Maharaj Ki!
Hare Krishna. सब लोग बोलिए हरे कृष्णा ओम ज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः Srila Prabhupada Ki Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ki. It's an honor and privilege to be here amongst you all today. This is my first time here in Ireland. And I must say that this is one of the best Ratha Yatras I've been to. This summer, I was in New York Ratha Yatra and Toronto Ratha Yatra. And also yesterday in Belfast Ratha Yatra. And yes, devotees all over the world, we celebrate Ratha Yatra festivals, especially in the months of summer. Srila Prabhupada, also our founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, he also celebrated the festival when he was in his childhood days. And as Pragosh Prabhu was saying, this festival is being celebrated every year for the last many, many thousands of years in Jagannath Puri. The significance of Ratha Yatra is to bring back Lord Krishna back to Vrindavan. When there was a solar eclipse in Kurukshetra about 5,000 years ago. And also, when we are pulling the cart which also signifies the temple. The only deities of the Lord that comes out of the temple is Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. Radha Krishna, they don't go out of the temple. Sitaram, Lakshman Hanuman, they don't go out of the temple. But sometimes also Gornitai, they comes out the temple. The celebration actually gives us an opportunity to meet the different devotees whom we'll never see for a long time. The festival also gives us an opportunity to cleanse our hearts. According to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Radha and Krishna together, combined, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. He appeared 500 years ago to inaugurate the Yuga Dharma. In every ages, according to the Shastra, according to the Vedas, time is eternal. But there are different sections. There is the Golden Age, Satya Yuga, Silver Age, Treta Yuga, the Bronze Age, Dwapara Yuga, that was the previous age. And 5,000 years ago, the beginning of Kali Yuga will be here. Right now, there are still 427,000 years in this age. According to the scripture, there are 432,000 years in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. It's like yesterday in Belfast, we were doing the Ratha Yatra, but it was interrupted because of these protests that happened all over UK. So in Satya Yuga, they used to live for 100,000 years. And they will spend 60,000 years in meditation to realize the Supreme Lord within one's heart. In Treta Yuga, the age, silver age, they will perform yagyas or different sacrifices. Asvamedha Yagya. And in Dwapara Yuga, the previous age, 5,000 years ago, the means of delivery to how one can be liberated is deity worship. Very elaborate. Everything made of gold. They will use different utensils and everything. Now that we are here, the age where it is considered to be the age of iron. And the symptoms of the age of Kali is that we are short-lived. Very rare that a person can live up to 100 years old. My mother, she lived up to 87 years old. And there is no guarantee for all of us to live 80 years. Anyone can guarantee they can live also 70 years old. How about 60 years old? It says in Kali Yuga, people will be considered old when they reach the age of 35 years old. Now, that's going to happen when Kali Yuga becomes more and more prevalent. People are also easily disturbed. A little bit of commotion, they'll be fighting. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he inaugurated the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's why our movement is all over the world renowned as being the Hare Krishna movement. Because we always chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The chanting which we did from the start up to here, and you will hear more, is a formula whereby our heart can be cleansed. Our heart is full of sinful desires. The sinful desires means that we want to enjoy the material energy. We want to be happy, separate from Krishna, separate from God. And that is considered to be a sin. Why? Because our duty is to serve Krishna, to serve God. This is our eternal constitutional position. Ekala Isvara Krishna Ara Sarva Vritaya. Krishna is the only supreme. No one can be equal or greater than God. He is a supreme enjoyer and we are the enjoyed. Srila Prabhupada gave an example that like sugar is always sweet or water is always wet or the fire emanates heat and light. So similarly, the conditioned souls like us has been here in this material world since time immemorial. And this is not our home. There's a saying in English, home, sweet home. Or in India, they have a saying, Om, sweet Om. Our place of habitat is in the spiritual world. And festivals like this revives our original Krishna consciousness. By chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, our hearts becomes cleansed of sinful desires, but especially unwanted desires, lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, and especially envy. Srila Prabhupada says, that's why we're still here in the material world. We're still envious of each other. And I was listening to a class this morning by Srila Prabhupada that envy means you have something that I don't have. And I want to have it. But I will make sure that it will be greater than you have. And I will do anything and everything to do this. So, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, means that, oh, energy of the Lord, Shrimati Radharani, please engage me in the service of Lord Krishna. So as Prabhu mentioned, that we somehow or other, we serve in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the birthplace of Lord Krishna. He appeared 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan. This is about around 2 hours away from modern Delhi. We call it New Delhi. And in Vrindavan, everyone knows Krishna. Everyone loves Krishna. Modern day Vrindavan, even an innocent person, he will come, definitely he'll be able to understand the mood of Vrindavan. The mood of Vrindavan is no envy and only want to serve Krishna. The Brajavasis, the residents of Vrindavan, they don't care whether Krishna is God or not. All they want to do is to serve Krishna and to please Him, to increase their love. So, Srila Prabhupada brought Vrindavan all over the world. Wherever the devotee, a pure devotee goes, he is carrying Vrindavan with him. And the main purpose of human form of life is to revive the Vrindavan consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Actually, Vrindavan also is within our heart. When we develop love for Krishna, then a pure devotee will also see Krishna within his heart. He will see Krishna face to face. And wherever Krishna is, all of his associates and the whole of Vrindavan is there. So the purpose of this festival gives us that opportunity to revive our Krishna consciousness. Somehow or other, in Ireland, twice, I've never been to Ratha Yatra back to back. This is the first time. That means double purity, double purification who were there yesterday in Belfast and today. So we'd like to encourage you to please perfect your life. Life is short. We don't know when are we going to leave this body. There is an urgency here. It can end any moment. And would like to encourage you to please come. We have a center and temple here in Dublin. We have also a center in Belfast and in Innisrath, Pritu Prabhu. We have a blue tent over there. Now it's open every day. Usually they're only open once a week. It's an opportunity for you to go and have darshan of Sri Radha Govinda Dev. Sri Radha Govinda Dev K. And would like to invite you for the upcoming Janmashtami, the birthday of Lord Krishna. Please, we have a place over there. Is that our place there for Janmashtami? The tent also, the blue tent? The books are there. Yes? So nevertheless, I wish you all success in your life, both materially and especially spiritually. We don't have any business in this world. Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, this material world, this place is not a place for a gentleman. Get out of this world as soon as possible by purifying your heart, by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and only eating Krishna Prasadam. What is Krishna Prasadam? Oh, it's right there. It's a long queue now. We have two booths. Krishna Prasadam means mercy from the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Patram Puspam Palam Toyam Yomi Bhaktya Prayachati. If one offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a fruit, or some water, I will accept it. So before you eat, please offer it to Lord Krishna. Make your life become more and more purified. We don't eat in the Hare Krishna movement if it is not offered to Krishna. There's so many restaurants. Well, you can go to Govinda's restaurant. We have one Govinda's restaurant here in Dublin. Because karma can be shared. If you eat food, even in a vegetarian restaurant, you're eating the karma of the person who cooked, even a vegetarian restaurant. So I'd like to thank you all very much. Please come again and again in many centers that we have here in Ireland. Make your life successful. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Harir Nam, Harir Nam, Harir Nama Ekevalam, Kalona Steva, Anasteva, Anasteva, Gatir Anyata. Only by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can be delivered from the cycle of repeated birth and death. In the human form of life, this is the best vehicle whereby we can go back home, back to Godhead. Hope against hope, we'll go back home to Godhead in this lifetime. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Jagannath Swami Ke, Baladev Subhadra Maharani Ke, Srila Prabhupada Ke.
Whoa, a big thank you to His Holiness Bhakti Yanugraha Janardhan Maharaj K. Maharaj said life is short. The first time I met Maharaj, I give you an absolute guarantee that my hair was black. 100%. So was Maharaj's. He still has a bit of black hair. Okay, fantastic. Listen, next we're going to have a lovely performance of the Jagannath Ashtakam. And you know, all these connections between Lord Jagannath, Lord Krishna, this is also a connection with Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is known as Vaishnavanam Yata Sambhu. He is the best devotee of Lord Krishna. So, many years ago, Lord Shiva, in his incarnation as Sankaracharya, he wrote this prayer of devotion to Lord Jagannath and Lord Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya would chant these prayers. Maharaj was mentioning Lord Chaitanya in his talk. Here's Lord Chaitanya. We can see him. We can see him dancing in front of the Ratha Yatra cart. So Lord Chaitanya, he would chant this Jagannath Ashtakam in front of the Rath cart every year in Puri during the Jagannath Ratha Yatra festival. And he would enter into so much ecstasy that tears would just flow from his eyes like torrents of water uncontrollably due to the spiritual ecstasy that he would feel by chanting these verses in glorification of Lord Jagannath. So here today, we have in front of us, as we can see, all these beautiful ladies and gentlemen, no older than, I guess, 10, 11 or 12. So they're going to chant now the Jagannath Ashtakam, and I hope they will bring tears of ecstasy to your eyes. Feedback, feedback, feedback. What do we do with feedback? We want to get rid of the feedback. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the feedback from the speakers. But anyway, these children are ready to go. You ready, children? Fantastic. Let's have a big warm Ratha Yatra Dublin 2024 welcome for Sri Kirti and the Krishna Club team with the Jagannath Ashtakam. Yay!
Hare Krishna, and we're going to recite the Jagannath. going to recite the Jagannath Ratha. सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा विष्णुलोकं स्वगच्छति जगन्नाथाष्टकं पुण्यं यापते प्रयता शुचि सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा विष्णुलोकं स्वगच्छति. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Baba Tume. Let's have a nice round of applause for our young chanters. Thank you so much. And Sri Kirti, who looks after them all. No? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much, ladies. Okay. Yes, so my message to Sanjeev just there, and I might as well announce it from the stage now, is has our chariot driver to Tichu Prabhu and his wonderful son Sanatan, have they been given prasadam yet? Please, somebody check outside the main gate. They'll be there with the wrath cart, all folded up now. To Tichu Prabhu, just to mention, he has been driving Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra cart. He has been driving it for 40 years now. 40 years, can you imagine? And he has travelled to multiple cities all over Europe, driving Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra cart. And I probably shouldn't say this, but he's limping a little bit now because his hip is a little sore. He's also getting a little older, and he's still doing it. You know, he's 67 now, and he's been driving Lord Jagannath's cart since he was 27. Can you imagine? Okay, just thought I would quickly mention that. Now, we have the main event from the stage in many ways for this afternoon. And when Marj was speaking, he was saying how time is short, life is short. So, what this drama is going to depict is what might happen when that time comes for all of us. And I can tell you, there are a few scary characters in this drama. I saw it last week in Cork. There are a few scary characters, so any of you with children, you may want to be advised that you may have to console them after they see these scary characters, Chitragupta and Yamaraj, on stage. So, here we have our drama with the wonderful Dublin drama team, led, I think, by Sugati. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned any names, but anyway, there you go. And they are going to put on this drama. This drama is entitled John Kumar's Journey. John Kumar, can you imagine? Sounds like he has an Indian father and an Irish mother. John Kumar, his journey from Earth to Vaikuntha via a place called, it begins with H and ends in L. Anyone have a guess? Correct. Hell. Who said hell? Put your hand up. Who said hell? You'll be going there very shortly. Okay. This is John Kumar's journey from Vaikuntha. From Earth to Vaikuntha via hell. Please give a nice warm Ratha Yatra welcome 2024 to the Dublin drama team. Haribo!
Once upon a time, there was a young man named John Kumar who went to see his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. The devotees are going to perform a fictional drama to depict the series of events he faces in the near future. Scene 1. John Kumar going to meet his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. John Kumar on the phone with his friend.
Hello.
Yeah, hi bro, what's up?
Yeah, hi, bro. I see so many couples around me. Is there something special today?
Yeah, bro, it's 14th February, Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Why didn't you inform me before? It was so hard for me, but somehow I managed to get a girlfriend. Now I will have to buy her a gift also.
Listen, actually, I'm with my girlfriend right now, so I call you later.
John Kumar wondering what to gift his girlfriend. He checks his wallet and finds that there is very little money in it. John looks around and finds a flower shop and walks towards the shopkeeper.
Bro, I want to have something special for my girlfriend. Can you show me the most beautiful bouquet you have?
Oh, you also have a girlfriend? Yeah, sure. I have a beautiful bouquet of flowers just for 50 bucks.
Oh, 50 euros. That's way too expensive. Do you have something cheaper?
Cheaper? Hmm, okay. There's this smaller one for 20 bucks.
Hmm, it is still quite expensive. What do you have the cheapest?
Cheapest? Do you really want to buy for your girlfriend or what? Anyways, here's a flower for 5. Take it and get out from here.
Ah, thank you, bro. You are the savior. Thank goodness, I finally managed to find something. Even though it's just a withered flower, but doesn't matter. It is the thought that counts. Yes.
John rings his girlfriend, Karen Kumari, to ask where she is.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, hi, sweetheart.
John. Did you forget what's today?
No, no, how can I forget? Oh, okay. She hung up on me. Seems like she's very upset. No worries. I will make it up to her with this beautiful flower.
John goes to meet his girlfriend, Karen Kumari.
Hi, baby. Why you said I forgot? How can I forget Valentine's Day? It's our special day, no?
Where were you, John?
I was out searching for the best gift for you.
So, what did you get for me?
Hmm. Guess.
Is it an expensive dress?
No, something even more precious.
So is it a Gucci bag?
No, even more precious.
Let me think. Then it has to be a diamond ring, right?
Okay, close your eyes for that. Ta-da!
So, all you got me is this flower? You're too frugal, John. You know what? I don't want your flower. I break up with you and never show me your face ever again. Huh?
I got such a lovely flower for her, but she is unable to understand my lovely feelings. She is only looking at the price. She is so greedy.
John wants to throw away the flower but realizes he has spent 5 euros on it. He looks around and sees a Krishna temple and decides to offer the flower to Krishna. John finds himself devastated after the heartbreak. He turns towards alcohol for solace and soon starts engaging in sinful activities.
Bro, bro, it took me so long to get a girlfriend, and after all the things I went to impress her, she just left me, bro. She just left me.
These girls, John, they pretend to love you, but all they want is expensive gifts. But don't worry, you will find someone better. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Try this. This will take you to paradise, John. Trust me.
Oh, what is this?
Hi, baby. Why are you crying? Okay, I'm coming. Sorry, John, I need to leave.
Wait, no, bro, where are you going? At last, you are only there for me.
John starts heavily relying on smoking and drinking, and due to his addiction, he passes away.
Chitragupt, Chitragupt, where are you? John Kumar's time on earth is up. Please bring him to me.
As you say, my master. Yamdutas, please bring John Kumar from Earth.
Wait, what is happening? Where am I? Oh, who are you guys? Where are you guys?
Scene 2. John has arrived in hell.
Oh, who are you guys? You keep quiet. Please check his book of karma.
My lord, as I can see here, John has been engaged in sinful activities like meat eating, drinking, and smoking.
You have spent your whole life doing bad things like drinking, smoking, and meat eating. As you have done a lot of sins, son, looks like you are going to be in hell for a long time. Chitragupt, check again. Has he done any good deed or any other service to the Lord?
Yes, he has once accidentally offered a flower to Krishna.
Yes, yes, I remember. I did something like this, yes. You keep quiet. I see. Since you have done one good deed in your life, you will be granted one day in heaven. So, John, what would you like to live first? One day in heaven or spend years in hell? What will I get in heaven, by the way?
John Kumar, you will get to see beautiful palaces, apsaras, somras, wish fulfilling desires, devtas, gandharvas, and many more.
Okay, then I have decided. I want to go to heaven first. Okay, Chitragupt, make arrangements for sending him to heaven for a day. But remember to bring him back to me tomorrow.
Tell me, John Kumar, why did you choose to go to heaven first?
Actually, I heard you saying Somras. Can't live without drinking, you know. I need to complete my drinking also, which I left before dying.
Scene 3. John is in heaven.
Wow, what a view! Look at the hills, look at the gardens. Oh my god, Apsaras!
John is amused by the Apsaras and starts dancing with them.
Narayan, Narayan.
Come here, son.
Oh, what happened? Why everything stopped? Huh? Who are you? Oh, at least let me enjoy here for a day, no?
Do you remember what got you here?
Hmm. Actually, I remember Chitragupta saying that I accidentally offered a flower to Krishna. That got me here.
And how much time?
Oh, actually, just for a day.
Ah, Narayan, Narayan. Just by offering one flower you got here for a day, just imagine if you offered flowers throughout 24 hours, you will reach Golok.
Yeah, you are right, Sage. Why didn't I think of that before? If it was so easy to please Krishna, why didn't I find anyone sharing this secret before?
What do you mean nobody told you? Krishna sent one of his soldiers, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, to preach the process of bhakti on earth. And all the fortunate souls in his contact are doing bhakti and are going back to Godhead.
Really? When was that?
It was in 1970s.
Oh no, I missed the opportunity. What do I do now?
Narayan, Narayan. Don't worry, my son. Patram puspam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. If you offer the flowers with devotion, the Lord will accept it. Bhakti is available to everyone. Prabhupada has opened ISKCON centers for all you people throughout the globe so that you can take advantage of it and go back to Godhead. Narayan, Narayan.
Yes, now I know what to do.
John requests a basket of flowers from the desired tree and starts offering it to Lord Krishna.
Om Keshavaya Namaha Om Madhavaya Namaha Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Meanwhile, in hell,
What happened, Chitragupta? Why are you so worried? My lord, do you remember John Kumar from Earth who chose to go to heaven first? All his sins are dramatically reducing, almost to nil, and his good deeds are increasing. Is it? But how it has happened? Yes, my lord, he keeps offering flower to Krishna. Oh, he keeps offering flower to Krishna. Did he meet Narad Muni there by any chance? Yes, my lord, he met Narad Muni in heaven. This Narad Muni will close our shop one day. Oh my master, but how is it possible that by offering a flower to Lord, all his sins starts disappearing? Let me tell you something today. Even if you offer a leaf, flower, fruit, or water to Krishna with love and devotion, Krishna will accept it. And when Krishna accepts you, who can harm you? Now, John doesn't have to see our faces ever again. I'm still confused, my lord, but how association of sage Nard for only few minutes, how his sins are reduced to nil? Yes, you know why? Scripture says, Sadhu Sang, Sarva Shastra Kai, Lava Matra Sadhu Sang, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. One can attain highest perfection of life by association of devotees. So even for having an association of pure devotees, like sage Narad, for a fraction of second, one can be a pure devotee. That's what scripture says. Hari Bol.
back to heaven.
Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Oh dear John, come with me. Oh, are you taking me back to hell? Is my 24 hours are over already? No, John. We are going to meet Krishna. No more hell for you.
John reaches Krishna Lok.
Welcome to Krishna Loka, John.
My dear son, how did you reach here?
Hey Prabhu, hey Harinam, Krishna Jagannath Premanande. What just happened? I was such a fool for so many lifetimes, turning my face against you. But my beautiful Lord, just one flower that too accidentally offered to you, which brought me here. So my dear friends, don't be a fool and start offering fool to Krishna.
Hey, how wonderful was that from our Dublin drama team? Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. And did Yamaraj scare you a little bit? And Chitragupta a little bit? A lot. Well, that's good. So you should listen to them. Okay, so here's the thing. One takeaway from that, particularly for all the girls and ladies in the audience, is don't find a boyfriend who thinks 50 euros is too much for a present, you know? Forget about boyfriends that like that. And for the boys in the room, forget about the girlfriends who are going to ditch you if you don't buy them expensive presents. But the main takeaway for all of us, men, women, children, everybody, the main takeaway is please offer as many flowers as you can to Lord Krishna during your lifetime. As many as you possibly can, and lots more besides. Every little act of devotion to Lord Krishna is to our eternal benefit. Unlike John's drinking, which was to his very temporary benefit, that he dropped dead very quickly. So thanks again. And let me just read the names of the performers there, because it was really good. It featured Abhishek, that I think was John Kumar. Anyway, Abhishek, Tanuj, Chaitanya, Tamana, Sugati Achuta, Ashish, Giridhar, Sankit, Kushi, and Krishni. Thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have from the scary to the sublime. We now have two young ladies. One is age 10, and her name is Purna. I'll get the names right. Her name is Purna. Yes, Purna's 10. And then we also have Nandana, who is 12. And they are going to now perform for your pleasure and for Lord Jagannath's pleasure the Jai Jai Jagannath Sachiri Nandana dance. Thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. Big, warm, encouraging welcome for our two young ladies.
जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदा त्रिभुवने कोरिजा चरण वंदा जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदा त्रिभुवने कोरिजा चरण वंदा जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदा त्रिभुवने कोरिजा चरण वंदा जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदा त्रिभुवने कोरिजा चरण वंदा नीलाचल शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधा नदिया नगर दंड कमंडलुका नीलाचल शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधा नदिया नगर दंड कमंडलुका हो बोले पूरे दे रावण बदिला बोलो केर वैभव लीला प्रकाश पुरीला ये हो बोले पूरे दे रावण बदिला बोलो केर वैभव लीला प्रकाश पुरीला जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने कोरिजा चरण वंदा 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 श्री राधा भावे गोरा अवतार हरे कृष्ण नाम गौर कोरिला प्रचार श्री राधा भावे गोरा अवतार हरे कृष्ण नाम गौर कोरिला प्रचार वासुदेव घोष बोले कोरी जोड़ हाथ जय गो से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ वासुदेव घोष बोले कोरी जोड़ हाथ जय गो से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने कोरिजा चरण वंदा 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 जय
Thank you so much. That was Purna and Nandana, 10 and 12. Ladies and gentlemen, we just have a couple of more performances, very short, both 5 minutes. And then we have the highlight of the afternoon, which is the final kirtan. And you are welcome to come up on the stage and participate in that final kirtan to make it as lively, as exciting, as ecstatic, as blissful as we possibly can. So that will be taking place in about 10 minutes. That will happen, okay? So, but we want you to be enthusiastic about our last two performances. Most of these are just young children, so they're so brave coming up on a stage in front of all you scary people. And the second to last performance we have is the Das Avatar Stotra, which is a glorification of all the main incarnations of Lord Krishna. So here we have, and a big warm Ratha Yatra welcome for Rahul. This little fella here in green is Rahul, for Rahul and the Krishna Club team.